I so our whole family has a great testimony. We've been using the patch since the beginning of January, but the one I really wanted to focus on, the one that got me here tonight, is my son, who's 14, and within a few days, within the first week of patching, we noticed a tremendous difference in his ability to go to bed. And now, with hyperactivity and sensory processing things, and all of the gamut that our kids are facing right now, bedtime was really, really hard, and exhausting. I mean, and I know that other parents are gonna totally know what I mean. But within the first week, he was able to put himself to bed, which has never happened. And that's still continuing to happen. But I what's been so amazing is that he has friends now, and he's had a really hard time making friends because of sensory processing things, where he was always very loud or banging or sensory seeking, and it was very annoying. And all of that is gone, and he's calmed down, and he's able to make friends, and he's bringing his grades up at school, and his teachers are pulling me aside now, saying he can focus. He is doing so much better. He even knows when he's done something wrong. He can say, "Oh, that I made that mistake because I was going too fast." And just last week, and this has been in the past, since January, but like last week, he was doing some homeschooling stuff, and he wouldn't, before, he wasn't able to tell me what he had just watched. But last week he said he told me what the even a 4-minute video, what it was about and what he learned and what he got from it. And that blows my mind, because he's, I don't want to say normal, but he's blossoming into this incredible young man. And now, we always saw that, but now the rest of the world gets to see it, because he's not, um, just because he's calmer and able to focus and able to breathe. And I know that was the patch. I know God led us here to this for his brain to balance. And it's been wonderful to get to know this young man. Yes, yes, he has his pain, from his military service, so he has, disability from that. But, like, and within the first month, it was 50% pain gone. And but I'm now, he doesn't even complain about it. His hands don't hurt, his shoulders don't hurt. He doesn't have the arthritis anymore. I mean, you think about how much time you spend in pain,
Yeah.
and my hair's growing back. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I have like all these little hairs.
My name is Susan Harris, and I've been wearing it for about 6 weeks. I've had diabetes for almost 4 decades, but for the last 3 years, my blood sugar levels have been completely out of control. Recently, to the extent of life threatening. On the very first day, my numbers began to stabilize. That was incredible. For several years, I've experienced extreme debilitating discomfort from neuropathy in my feet. After the first week with I began to have greatly reduced discomfort. Plus, I regained feeling in my feet. During the past 3 years, a kidney stone grew to the size of a ping pong ball. Plus, I had smaller stones. After wearing it for just 2 weeks, I had an x-ray that showed all the stones had completely vanished, just disappeared. When my urologist saw the x-ray, he asked what I had done. And when I told him I simply wore patches, he was stunned. It's been exciting to experience the reversal of many Parkinsonism and dysautonomia symptoms. My scrolling had become quite embarrassing. I now have regained the ability to write without the previous limitation and discomfort. My handwriting is back to normal. As a musician, it means so much to be able to play the piano without my hands getting tired and sore. My balance has also greatly improved. In fact, I can walk with confidence and without assistance. Just prior to learning about I told my naturopath that I was so exhausted I sat there right in her office and looked straight at her and I said, I am so exhausted. In fact, I told her I was so exhausted that it was an effort just to breathe. Due to high insulin and out of whack thyroid levels, if someone asked me how I was doing, my immediate reply was that I was so exhausted. Now that word exhaustion no longer applies to me. Since being introduced to patches only 6 weeks ago, I now have hope. I'm no longer 73 years old. I am 73 years young with exciting new little sprouts of hope springing up all over my life. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude.